keep an eye on this. Bro. Sunderland. AfterDark, bro. The podcast.
First podcast.
Do you want to lean forward a bit, bro?
Pay respect.
I think like you might not be in the frame and that, but...
Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
You good. I have here a special guest. I feel weird because your name is Yousif as well, bro.
I know, man.
It's
Two
like
Yousifs.
introducing Yousif, like. But anyways, give up for Yousif, guys. It's the first episode. We're moving things around. We're sort of learning.
I know, man.
And see how things
Doing
are
different
going.
things. I don't think anyone in Sunderland. I don't think anyone in Sunderland actually do podcasts.
No, there's quite a few, bro. There's the Roker podcast.
Really?
It's just some weird guys. I respect to them. I don't want to say they're weird.
Oh, you're already starting beef. It's your first podcast.
I don't want no podcast beef. I don't want no man saying
You're gonna get distracted.
Like, I'm on the streets of Sunderland. I'm looking behind me like, bro, what's going on? Like, I don't want none of that.
It's like you be chat shit on your podcast, yeah? You're like, at least someone watched it.
Bro. But yeah, there's some Roker guys that do.
First. I wonder what it's about.
I think they just talk about fishing on some weird like.
Okay, while we're talking about other guys, man, let's talk about Sunderland After Dark.
Sunderland After Dark. There we go.
Yeah,
if you don't know already, Sunderland After Dark live music showcase once a month in Sunderland, and we get a few artists to come perform in that. And you were actually at the last event.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the last event then?
It was great, man. It was good vibes. It was really like entertaining and just relaxing. It was like I felt comfortable at first. Because I've never been to like these type of shows.
Just around because I feel like that's a bit in the way, innit? But I got
yeah, sure. That's right.
That's an inside joke. We know what's going. Alright, run it. Continue.
Oh yeah. So if my parents watch this, it's only Pepsi, I promise.
We'll talk about that as we go. But yeah, talk to me. How was it?
Yeah, at first because it's a small place and it's like I've never been to a pub where they perform. I felt a bit nervous like going in because everyone will look at the person whoever's walking in.
Yeah. And
like at first there was no like place to sit, so we were just standing in the middle. People were like passing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna get a drink.
But that's sort of the vibe I was going for, like that intimate, like everyone's in your face, bro.
Yes.
Like everyone's like, and as a performer as well, like you could see people's reaction, you know, like it's like,
because if it's the stage and the lights on you can't see the people.
Yeah. So it's quite vibe. You spoke to me after that because what we tried to do is to engage people as well. Like so like a lot of crowd interaction, and you were a bit iffy about that bit. Like why were you?
Because it was about memories.
Yeah.
And you were like given like a time period for people. It's like, oh, tell me about 2010.
Yeah.
What did you do summer 2010? And like you were asking random people.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm so glad you didn't ask me because, fam.
You know what? I didn't ask you at the night, but I'm going to ask you now. So let's start from that on the podcast.
It's fine, at least
talk to me about summer 2000. Because we were doing the whole decade thing at the time.
Okay.
10 years thing, but... Anyways, you got some interesting stories about the decade, so...
Well, if you think about it, we lived in 3 decades, me and you.
Yeah, I'm getting old, bro.
1997, is it?
Bro, like, I'm in the 90s now, like...
90s kid. At some point when we're 80 or 90, everyone's from 2000s.
Yeah,
so
and then we would be like the only 90s
You're like, whoa, like, people from 1900s, wow.
Even now, bro, like, I met this girl, she was like 20. Like, you were born in 2000.
Well, I see people like 2002 and they're like 18. I'm like, that's mad.
Who the hell? Who are these youths, bro?
Because I'm used to like 2002. Oh, they're like 10.
10, and she's like, I was born in 2001. I was like, what the hell?
We're like adults.
Yeah,
it's mad.
Yeah, but anyways, back to the start. So we were talking about memories, the last one After Dark, and the next one we're gonna be doing is about new beginnings. It's like that's this coming month. That's next week actually.
Oh, is that what is it?
New beginnings.
New beginnings.
Because it's new decade stuff like that.
So like basically looking at the future.
Yeah, like plans and
present
like
and the future.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But so yeah, tell me about like some of your memories because you've had quite an interesting story. So where did you grow up? What was your like story like?
Yeah, so.
Like, I'm asking you like I don't know already. But...
Yeah, but obviously it's for the people.
Talk to me, bro.
Well, to summarize, I'm from Iraq, so you can have some assumptions there.
Yeah.
I've. I left when I was 8 anyway, so I wasn't like raised there, if you know what I mean.
But how was Iraq though? Like I feel like people hear about Iraq in the news a lot, but like
Iraq before the war.
Yeah, so talk to me before, after.
Yeah, so before the war, Iraq is a wealthy country.
Yeah.
It's the minerals in the land is like mad. There's loads of oil.
So was it quite peaceful? Was it quite?
Yeah, it was amazing. Like the people were good and everyone was doing all right. And we even had like people study, come, exchange students and stuff.
And are you serious? Like it was like a nice student destination and tourist destination and stuff.
Like, exactly, and it was amazing. But then like the war happened, and just people's lives got ruined basically.
Bro, so you were in it when the war like
exactly.
The Iraq war.
Yeah.
Where the I hate to sound ignorant, but I have to put a light twist in. Like when the American man came in with the
shooting people and that.
So they just came in, boom, you guys, this is our town now.
Like they took over the country. Like that's it.
You say it so casually, bro, but that is like...
Because I've talked about it so many times, like, it's a casual thing now.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I hate when people are like, oh, it's it's a dark secret. I'm like, fam, just embrace it. It happened.
It happened, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It made me a better person.
You think so?
Yeah, man, it made me stronger because I'll settle for anything.
So, like, how many years did you stay while the war was going on?
3 years in Iraq.
3 years while the war was going on?
Yeah, and also... Oh, and then we move on to the next part. But, yeah... Iraq, it was mad because I left when I was 8, so I don't really remember. Do you remember what you were like when you were 6?
Like, all I know is I was
I remember like glimpses and everything, and I've heard stories and I've seen,
Because you don't really know what's going on in the outside world. All you know is just your...
Yeah, because obviously the internet wasn't around. Like it was invented, but it wasn't for the public.
Yeah. So you lived in Iraq. The war started. You stayed there for 3 years. You also said that your dad was actually in the military. I just wanted to like talk about Iraq because I feel like it's mad. Like
so my dad is a jet engineer, and he inspects like jets and stuff and like inspects them to check if it's good or not. He worked for the RAF in the 80s here, but he also worked for the Iraqi government.
Yeah, and this was.
But Britain did attack Iraq part of like with America.
Yeah.
Like it was an agreement.
Yeah.
So when the war happened, my dad was like in an awkward position because England was like they wanted my dad. They were like, work for us,
Yeah.
But you have to fight your own country. And the Iraq government were like, oh yeah, like
So your dad was actually
defend your
a vital. Like I either go with England or I go with.
So he
Iraq.
chose neither.
But that must have been a tough decision though.
It's for his family, man. He's sick of like who wants wars? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he had obviously he opted out and he just left on his own. He left like his career was gone though.
Yeah.
Like his rank and what he worked
because he didn't decide.
But it's worth staying safe than that. Because
yeah.
imagine like if anything happens to him, and there's a single mother with 3 kids in a war. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, man was in a war, bro.
I know,
like, certain man complain about, I don't know, the rain or something.
Or break up. I still complain about that.
You know what I mean? So,
I shouldn't even complain about girls or anything.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, for you to have seen some fighter jets, bro, I've never seen a fighter jet over the top of my...
Fam, the helicopters fly so... Oh, do you know, like, fireworks?
Yeah.
I'm scared of them, That's the only thing that I've got left, like, as a scar from the war.
I was gonna say a joke, but I probably shouldn't.
Go on.
No, but honestly, like, so
bonfire night, all my mates go out, drink down the beach and watch the fireworks. I stay in. But I would say that's the only thing that I've been scarred. Like, the rest is just...
So, like, when you hear, like fireworks...
It's just because when you hear it...
You know something's going on, and it's like a fear for your life.
Yeah, it sounds the same as fireworks. Sometimes it shakes the building.
Yeah.
But it shakes the building, yeah. But when you hear it, it sounds like fireworks when they do it outside,
Yeah.
But it's explosions and people dying. So when I hear it, it sounds like what I heard before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I feel wrong, but even those fireworks. So I'm like a dog.
For me, like, I won't say I've studied a lot about the Iraq War, but I know we're going to go past that. But I feel like the way it was marketed, it was like they were helping you.
They didn't. They didn't.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, they admitted. Yeah, they said.
It sounded like they were helping the people there, but I felt like you feel like your life was better before.
Yeah, of course it was better before. Yeah, that's everywhere happens.
It's
they show
war,
you
though.
their side, really.
Yeah.
They show you what they want you to see.
So like when you see things on TV,
they ruined the country.
So when you see things on TV, because I remember we had like car bombings and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
And that was just like down the road for you.
Yes.
Like that was just like.
I go to school and I see, I don't want to sound dark, a dead body in the bin. A chopped up like a finger in my desk.
How do you casually like? I feel like I told you I see a dead pigeon on the road. I get a bit nervous, bro. Like,
you're like, whoa, you're moving mad.
And then that sort of you left Iraq. And then,
when I was 8, we had to leave. It was getting dangerous, and not also like the soldiers attacking people because there was no law.
Yeah,
because there's no orders. People started like stealing from each other and like criminals, and no one would catch them. There's no police.
There's no police and stuff. Yeah.
There's no even prison doesn't even exist anymore. Well, now it's back obviously.
Yeah, there's a bit of order.
But because of that, like families started like it's dangerous for them.
Yes.
So we used to have a guard dog and everything in the garden, in case anyone like sneaks in, tries
Jump
to.
in, he's gonna handle.
And the guard dog was scary.
Did you have a pistol as well, just in case a man?
My dad did,
Trying to try you, bro. Man, I'm saying like a movie again.
My uncle had an AK, man.
Okay, that is lit. That is
lit. Like for protection, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Like we're saying it now because it's in the past.
Yeah,
it's a memory. Like I don't. But I'm just saying. Like imagine.
Imagine.
Bro, try me.
Imagine me as a kid. Bro,
that is so dark. That is so dark, man. But anyway,
it is Sunderland After Dark.
After Dark, bro, it's lit. We're lit.
And it's like what time is it?
I don't know. It's like what?
Midnight.
12? Midnight. Alright, boom. So you experienced all of that as a kid. Obviously, that has some effect on you. Like, let's not sound a bit like. But then you moved to Syria, in search of a better life. For safety. And then
we were fine and we were happy there. And like it was mint. It was a good life. Even there's like tourism in Syria, but then the civil war happened. Like the government and the Free Army, ISIS, or whatever.
And stuff.
They call them ISIS. They're the Free Army, basically.
So you were again underground.
And I remember that.
Watching all the news and stuff. You were like in it, bro.
Yeah. Like literally, I could see BBC, and it's like, oh, this area and that. Like my school got shot up, and
yeah, you told me. Tell me about. I know. Just tell me about like. You were in school. You had to like dodge bombs to get to school.
Yeah, so no, not dodge bombs.
No, you're not thinking you were like,
we're not playing Battlefield.
You're like,
they don't hurt civilians on purpose.
Yeah.
But when they fight each other, there's houses, there's buildings, there's people on the streets. Obviously, they're living there, so that's why they get hurt, basically.
Yeah.
Or like so I was in school and it was like last lesson on a Friday, so we were excited to just leave.
Yeah.
And it was maths as well. I love maths as well. So everyone was like complaining about me, and they were shooting at each other.
Yeah.
But the school was in the middle.
Yeah.
So everything was landing on the school, and obviously you can see missing shots.
Yeah.
So we were like, I had to hide under the desk and everything. And the guy like from the corner shop, he knows like my mom and everything. She shops for him.
Yeah.
He got a pickup truck and got all the kids that he knows.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm just deep in it. Like, I'm like the way you're saying it, I'm just imagining it in my head.
And
like,
he dropped them
like
off.
a movie.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's mad. You see like tanks rolling about in the streets. It's normal. Kids, some soldiers let like kids take pictures with it and everything.
And then like the two armies were fighting wild, because you hear like some civilian casualties, but that could have been you.
Yeah. Like literally, my neighbours died, and that could have been me. Like legit, any missing shot, imagine.
Alright, so you survived 2 wars.
Yeah.
And then you eventually end up in England.
No, Dubai first.
Oh yeah, Dubai. So how was Dubai
though? Imagine going from Syria to Dubai. It was unbelievable. I was like, there's no way people live like that. And when you see the people, they're so like, not just wealthy, as in like privileged.
Yeah.
You can see the comfort in their eyes and their like face.
The face.
Because obviously, imagine when you go through, you can see your history through your face.
Yeah.
You can just see the comfort. They don't even fill petrol themselves. You have a worker there.
Oh yeah, that's like that in Nigeria, bro.
You have in Nigeria.
You man, no one puts petrol by themselves.
I know, and I'm like, today was cold and I was wearing shorts and going to the gym. I'm like, fuck's sake, I wish I was in Dubai now.
Yeah. So then you moved to Dubai. Dubai was a bit better.
I knew I was gonna leave Dubai. My dad was working on the visa while I was in Dubai.
Yeah, and then you came to England.
And then I came to England.
And then how was
5 years ago.
So now you saw this fighter jet over your house and stuff, and then you get to England and you're like, oh, the air.
And now I'm drinking a tonic.
Now you're out here living life. You're chilling.
Well, I wouldn't say
you're westernized.
Yeah, I was already westernized when I was there because obviously us as kids we couldn't like have a social life and play outside and all that.
Yeah.
So I had to live on the internet, sort of.
Oh yeah. So how did you how did you learn English then, bro? Because you grew up speaking
Arabic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just taught myself from the internet, man.
Like what? Watching YouTube.
Yeah, like gamers.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. I swear down, PewDiePie was like the first guy. It's funny enough because he's Swedish. He's not even American or English.
And then you just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and you learned.
And I got into like it was first gaming, but then like sort of like vlogs.
Yeah.
And through vlogs, when you watch vlogs, because you don't understand that culture, you do understand it then, because vlogs does involve the lifestyle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you see a lot of
So you see what they're like, you see,
and then you just picked up a
and
whole
I just
language.
yeah. So
that.
like my parents started noticing, like my family started noticing that I started like acting different as a lifestyle, like as even like humor.
Yeah.
Started changing
because of you. You're so invested in this online.
Yeah.
World.
Yeah.
So people complain about the internet, but that is a good thing.
I did myself a favor. I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Yeah, so that's a good thing about the internet. Like people always complain about why is this kid watching YouTube?
That was, I think that was like 10 years ago. Now your mom can't tell you to get off the internet. Your job. If you program, we're both programmers, right?
Yeah, that's the whole. So bro, so then you got to the UK and now you're out here living your life.
Well, it took me like 6 months to adjust. You know, I didn't know what I was gonna do.
So here's a question I always wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big man question. It's a serious one, bro. Like, I need you to be serious about this.
Shoot me.
Is it easier to get girls in Dubai, Iraq, Syria, or England? Talk to me.
Dubai.
What's the flirting game like?
Dubai is easier.
Dubai.
Because they'll be after your money, not your personality.
Bro.
Do you know in here, like, I realize even you'll get the odd, like, gold digger. But, I swear down. But in there, if you have money, it doesn't matter if you're funny or not.
Okay, no, but like more from like a feel like I'll give you why I'm asking you this question.
Oh, okay.
Like, cause there's this girl that lives like up the like literally the next flat. Just
Okay.
there, right? Now we have similar schedules, so whenever I'm leaving, like she's leaving as well.
Oh, really?
So like, and whenever I'm coming back, she's coming back as well. So we sort of see each other a lot, right? So one day I decided to break the ice in it, because I'm like, bro, we see each other. Let's not act like we don't know each other.
Yeah, it's
right?
your neighbours, for God's
Yeah,
sake.
like, you know what I mean? So I decided to like say a joke, right? It was one of my better jokes, you know. Said a joke.
What
I
was
thought
the
I was
joke?
gonna get better. I can't say it, bro.
Is it bad?
I thought I was gonna get bare laughs. Nothing.
Really?
No reaction. And then I started talking to her like, no.
How did you? What was the first thing that you said to her?
No, I was like, hey, haha, something like, you know, like, hey, haha, is your water cold as well? Like something like.
That's why she didn't laugh.
No, but then later, I think like 2 days later, like then she spoke to me and said hello and stuff, and she was like, she doesn't speak that much English.
Oh, she's not from here.
She's not from here. She's from Turkey. So
Mad.
my banter, my jokes that I thought were lit,
She wouldn't get it.
She wouldn't get it. So
That
for
makes
you
sense.
coming from like Iraq and all these places, trying to get girl, because it's obviously a thing. You still have to like. Was it hard, or was it like?
No, because I came here when I was 16.
Yeah.
So before that, I didn't even like. Obviously, like people might start early, but I didn't know what
You early?
flirting is, and like I didn't like. I wasn't like obviously.
So when you were in school, so you went to school at Syria? You went to
Yeah, it was only school bus and.
All boys school.
All boys school and
All
all girls school.
That's why.
No mixed.
And in Dubai as well was.
No, it depends. There's like the private schools, they have a mix. It's
Yeah.
fine. But I didn't go when I was in Dubai. I didn't go to school. So that's when I had time,
short,
loads of free time to like be on the internet.
Yeah, too. And then you moved to England. So when you moved to England, was it? I want to know how your game was like, bro. You know what I mean? You're coming from two wars.
I was cringe, you know. I probably am still.
So what was
my
the-
game as in with girls.
Yeah, what was the first girl you tried to chat with? Like, talk to me, bro.
When I had
was
time,
short,
loads of
yeah.
free time to like be on the internet.
Yeah, too. And then you moved to England. So when you moved to England, was it? I want to know how your game was like, bro. You know what I mean? You're coming from two wars.
I was cringe, you know. I probably am still.
So what was
my
the-
game as in with girls.
Yeah, what was the first girl you tried to chat with? Like, talk to me, bro.
The first girl.
Was it like, this ain't working, bro? Like,
The first girl, I didn't know what I was doing. It was the first time like someone likes me back, so I didn't even. She was boring.
She was what?
Boring.
she was boring. Yo, she's gonna see this.
No, you're fine, man.
Alright, talk
She
to me.
knows we're cool now.
Yeah, so.
And we were both like virgins, and we didn't know what we were doing. And it's just
She didn't know your history though. Like I'm thinking, coming with
she
that
doesn't
sort of
understand. She's I don't know. I don't want to say, but she
No,
doesn't.
bro,
she's
say-
not culturally educated.
history. Okay.
She doesn't know where Iraq is.
Okay, so that's the kind of like,
You get me?
but then like eventually you sort of figured it out. Though.
Yeah. So from it's like trial and error, right? So you try a relationship, you realize you don't like that type of person.
Yeah.
You know what you want, like as a person.
Yeah.
And then like that's what you look for. And if you make any mistakes, sort of thing, like you just don't do it the next time. And that's what I do personally. And like you don't let it bother you.
So you just have to like go.
I just learn. Yeah, and if it doesn't work, I don't sweat it. That's it. So you got no time for that, man. 2 wars in that. Got no time.
So you're not bothered about girls, bro. You got like.
I want something real, but every time it doesn't pass like the stage of like the first day. The first.
So you said you want something real. What does that? What does that like? What does that mean, bro? I feel like that's a
like with a girl.
Yeah. What? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do. Like but you want something real.
Yeah, I want like a nice relationship, but like I guess I can explain it, but it'd probably take a while.
What? Talk to me. What's happening? Is it the case?
A girl that would get my humor, and
okay. So that's what I'm trying to say. So have you been the same person since? So the way you have conversation, like I feel like you're quite easy to talk to be honest, like especially at work and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like were you just like the same? You didn't have to change who you are.
No, I was always the same.
Okay,
maybe like
the
accent or English was different.
So you didn't change to adapt to the girls you were talking to. You just remained yourself, and if they didn't,
that's why they see it too much. That's why it doesn't work. Because I stay the same. It's like, do you know when I chat to a lass? I'm like talking to my.
Did you just say lass? I don't think the people know what lass is. That's a very Sunderland thing.
Yeah, but like, who's gonna watch this? People from Sunderland.
Lass means girls, by the way, but go on.
Lass is an English thing.
It's an English thing.
Yes, man.
Lasses and...
It is.
Lads. Oh, yeah, lads and...
In the comments below, tell me.
Yeah,
are you mad?
I thought lass was a northeast thing.
No, man. It's down south and everything. I swear down.
She's a fit lass.
Lass. Yeah, lass.
Never heard that.
Lass, lad.
I don't know who you hang out with, my guy. Like...
Fam, I watch enough YouTubers too. I've seen enough people. Anyways, what was I?
You were talking about... What were you talking about? You're talking about like when you meet.
When I talk to a girl, sometimes I like my humor. They find it too much, because I joke with them or like talk to them like I'm talking to one of my friends.
Yeah.
So like I probably said if we talk together.
Yeah.
And I'll probably say some offensive stuff to you. You're fine out.
Yeah.
But a girl will probably take it to heart and like. Yeah. That's when.
Yeah,
starts,
But you didn't change who you were just because you were in a different country. Or
no. I stayed the same. I mean, I guess
I changed though personally. I remember when I first came. Yeah, I had to like I was just lost, bro. Because like I was naturally like a confident guy in Nigeria. Like I would talk to anybody. Like,
really?
I really didn't care. Then when I came here, I sort of stuck with that same energy, but I just felt like people weren't like receptive to that.
I guess it's where you at as well. Like the northeast.
Yeah, I had to like be a bit more like less of me. It's like, to be honest, like when I'm at work, I'll be honest with you, right? When I'm at work, like the way I joke and the way I interact with people at work is not the way I am like.
Really?
Like true fact, right?
Have I seen like the real?
Yeah, like you like. Yeah, like when we talk, like, but when I'm at work, like, hey, you alright? Like, that sort of thing. Like, I would not normally like or like.
So basically, it's like your humor.
Yeah,
it's Nigerian.
Yeah, like when I'm in Nigerians, it's slightly different.
But because I guess I don't know. It's because like I said, I lived on the internet. That's why.
Oh.
I didn't like in Dubai. I didn't bother making friends. I was there for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I just stayed at home and watched YouTube. Made loads of friends. But on the internet. But I know English, man.
Yeah, but it made you better though. Like to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah, and I knew I wasn't gonna invest in a friendship there anyways. Because I didn't even go to school.
Because it was going to be just a year though.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, there's no point.
Okay. Anyway, there's one last thing I want to talk to you about. Because I think we've been, 30 minutes now already? What do you think?
23, man.
Yeah, not so this is... I feel like we need to get a bit serious now. Because I feel like we've explored quite a lot. And again, it's something after dark. So I'm trying to let people understand, like... People think the UK is quite a big... Like... People think the whole of UK is London.
Yes.
But places like Sunderland, you don't really know sort of like what goes on in Sunderland.
Yes.
Very different from what the UK is marketed and pictured, right? So let's talk about something a bit more serious. So racism, right?
Okay.
So
I'll drink for that.
When you first came, obviously you don't speak the language, or you spoke the language, but maybe in a different accent. You look different.
Yeah, you can tell like I'm not from here.
Yeah. Did you experience any of that? Like,
Yeah.
Incident? And
Of course.
So what was that like?
I think every coloured person would experience that at some point, even if they're born here. If you ask any coloured person,
yeah,
they would. They would tell you at some point there is one moment at least.
Yeah, there's at least one someone's going to like a very bad joke. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and they might take it to heart, and that's an experience for them.
Yeah.
Anyways, when I first came here, I went to a college, East Durham College. It's in PLE.
PLE, bro. Yeah. I don't even go to those ends.
There's no like, fam. It's.
Oh, I can't remember. I walked into one pub, like a bar, a pub, or whatever. You know when you can just tell you're not welcome.
Yes, they just look at. They just feel uncomfortable around me. I'm like, fam.
It's just like, I don't know, bro. Like,
I'm fine, you know.
Yeah.
Imagine. No, honestly, but
yeah, so what happened in PLE?
I've heard like some. It was verbal, like the racist stuff, and like some students. So like for example, the first few months I couldn't find friends because I'm not from there. So people were like all from there.
Oh yeah, and
like,
they all had their like.
Yeah, and like their accents proper strong. I swear down. And like because I talk different, because my accent used to be like American / London.
Yeah.
/ Arab. Because of that, like they didn't. I tried to like get in groups of friends and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Until I eventually found one guy who's cool. You met him, Harley.
Have I met him?
Yeah,
but that's what. But you know what? There's always that one person.
Yeah, and he brought me to a group.
Yeah,
and then from that
there's
group,
always that one person that, bro, like they actually come. Like for me, it was a guy. Is a good friend of mine. He's an American now, Chris. He was the first one. Then I'm like, once you make that one friend,
that's it.
Then you sort of like.
Yeah, that's it. One friend, because it's the hardest to get the first friend.
Yeah.
But then once you get one, but I was to be fair, there's one thing about me. I'm impatient when I get things done or I get the things I wanted, but slowly and eventually, with everything.
Yeah.
But I'm impatient about these things. Even like I wanted friends the first few months, and it took. It felt like ages, but it was normal. It just came.
Yeah, and then eventually all of that just seems like a distant memory, you know.
Yeah, but it made me who I am now, I guess.
And who are you now?
I'm Yousif, innit?
My mom said he made me who I am. But anyways, if I would just wrap up, so what are like your future ambitions? I know we spoke a lot about you, and then we probably had a lot of things to talk about, but I think it's like 30 minutes already. So, what are you like your future ambition, future plans, things like that, like?
Future plans. I want a decent career. That's what I want to work towards.
I think we did. Oh shit! The battery died.
But is that good?
Yeah, I think that's good. 27 minutes and 29 seconds.
Yeah, but we have to.